Emperor Vexthar the Magnificent signed the declaration of war against humanity with a flourish. He had no idea he had just doomed his entire empire. "It is done," he announced to his assembled war council, his forearms spreading in triumph. "The Krethian Empire hereby declares total war against the human species. We will conquer Earth within one cycle and add their resources to our domain." High strategist Kelvin, the only human in the room and an exchange diplomat, set down his coffee cup very carefully. "Your Majesty, I need to confirm something. You just declared war on all of humanity. Not a trade dispute, not a border conflict. Total war. Is that correct?" "It is correct," Vexthar replied proudly. "Your species has refused our territorial demands in the Outer Rim. We have 3,000 warships. You have 300. The mathematics are simple. Surrender is your only logical option." "Okay," Kelvin said slowly. "I want you to know that I tried to prevent this. I filed 17 separate reports warning against military action. But you have made your decision. So let me be the first to officially respond on behalf of humanity." He stood, straightened his jacket, and smiled. "Congratulations, Your Majesty. You just declared war on the deadliest species in the galaxy. We accept, and we will teach you exactly what that means." Vexthar laughed. "Bold words from a species that barely has faster than light travel. We will crush you within weeks." "You know what the funny thing is?" Kelvin asked, still smiling that unsettling smile. "You actually could have won if you had made smaller demands. If you had negotiated, if you had done anything except declare total war, but you did not. You made humanity's decision simple. And when you make our decision simple, we become very focused. You are trying to frighten us," Vexthar said dismissively. "It will not work. I am trying to warn you," Kelvin corrected. "But you are right. It will not work. So instead, I will do something else. I will tell you exactly what is about to happen, and when it happens exactly as I describe, you will understand that you were warned." He pulled up a holographic display. "Within 6 hours, every human fleet will receive your declaration of war. Within 12 hours, every human colony will activate total war protocols. Within 24 hours, our shipyards will begin producing warships at rates you cannot match. Within 1 week, we will have triple your fleet numbers. Within 2 weeks, we will begin systematic destruction of your military infrastructure." "Impossible," War Master Drexel said. "No species can mobilize that quickly." "You are correct," Kelvin agreed. "No species can. But humans are not just any species. We evolved on a death world. We spent 10,000 years fighting each other in wars that would break your civilizations. We invented industrial warfare. We perfected total mobilization. We wrote the manual on taking entire populations from peacetime to wartime production overnight. You declared war on the species that industrialized genocide and then felt so bad about it that we created international laws to never do it again. Laws we will absolutely ignore now that you have given us a legitimate external threat." Vexthar felt a cold sensation spreading through his torso. "You are bluffing." "I am not," Kelvin said. "You know what humans do when someone declares total war on us? We remember, we adapt, we mobilize, we produce, we innovate, we fight, and we do not stop until the threat is eliminated. Not defeated. Eliminated, because that is what total war means to humans. You do not get to surrender when it is convenient. You get to surrender when we decide you have learned your lesson. We have superior technology," Vexthar protested, but his voice was wavering. "You have superior civilian technology," Kelvin corrected. "You have faster ships and better computers because you have been at peace for 2 centuries. You know what humans have been doing for those 2 centuries? Remembering the last time we were at war? Keeping our military-industrial complex active. Maintaining defense contractors, running war games. Practicing because humans know something you forgot. Peace is temporary. War is always coming. And when it comes, you better be ready. He walked toward the door. I am leaving now. I am returning to human space. When I get there, I will file my report. And then the machine starts. The human war machine. You have never seen it because we keep it hidden during peacetime. But you declared total war. You activated it. And now you are going to learn why every other species in the galaxy was very careful never to do what you just did. Wait, Vexthar said. Perhaps we can negotiate. You had your chance to negotiate, Kelvin replied. You chose war instead. Now you get war. Human war. Total war. And when it is over, your empire will be a lesson we teach our children about what happens when you declare war on humanity. 6 hours later, every human fleet received the declaration. 12 hours later, every human world activated war production. 24 hours later, human shipyards were operating at capacity not seen since the last human civil conflict. 1 week later, human fleets outnumbered Krethian forces 3-1. 2 weeks later, the first human attack fleets arrived at Krethian military installations and began systematic elimination of their capacity to wage war. 1 month later, Emperor Vexthar transmitted an unconditional surrender request. It was denied. Humanity wanted complete military disarmament and occupation. Vexthar transmitted again, offering total capitulation. It was denied. Humanity wanted the Krethian Empire dissolved into individual systems under human protection. You said we could surrender, Vexthar protested in his final communication with Kelvin. I said you could surrender when we decided you had learned your lesson, Kelvin replied. We have not decided yet. Keep asking. Maybe in a few more months we will feel like you understand what you did wrong. 3 months after the declaration of war, the Krethian Empire ceased to exist. The individual systems that had comprised it were reorganized under human oversight. Vexthar himself was placed under house arrest on a garden world where he spent the rest of his life writing memoirs warning future. Leaders about the dangers of declaring war on species you do not understand. The final line of his memoirs became famous across the galaxy. I declared war on humanity, thinking they were weak. I learned that humans do not measure strength by whether they can be hurt. They measure strength by what they do after being hurt. And what they do is terrifying, and across the galaxy. As other species read those words, they updated their diplomatic protocols. Never declare war on humans. Never make them choose between negotiation and annihilation. Because they will choose annihilation, and they are very good at it. What do you think? Did humanity go too far, or was their response justified? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and do not forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this. Thanks for watching.